how to contact my guardian angel Jessie J and ASAP wife Jessica Ellen Cornish. Focus and act. Dear Jess, my search for answers about your strange relationship with Vivendi Universal have brought me to look at Ireland and Google and their advertising price structure and manipulation. But I want to say to US Justice Department and EU Justice Department that I also have I must have a global perspective when we're talking about global companies and a local perspective. And one I can see now is the development from 2008 to now. And that's because in 2008 we have this financial supermarket breakdown. One bank body can be insurance company, bank company, mortgage, everything together, and that's not transparency. So and we have a house bubble also, and I know we are looking to try to avoid a business building bubble, but this lead me to we from 2008 to now focus on bank too big to fail because of the state trust to bank and global system. But since then they have developed I would call a new cooperation with global companies. Global companies do not act like a bank, but they now look at two financial instruments, that's value paper and then money. And then this cooperation between a global company, I would say a global company can make a bank too big to fail. So we have to be careful and look how this development will lead. Now that was a global perspective, and this advertising price structure manipulation from Google is because it's a new virtual company. But in the beginning and in fact right now, no rules. But we have to insist it's a normal company and they produce normal product. They do it on the internet, we do not care. Now, let's say this is a month's paper, but let's say this is a newspaper. It's under state control. So the publisher cannot say, I sold 1 million copies, because the state control only sold 500. So, but that's about the state control about how many copies. And then we have the ad, the income, and it's based on where in the newspaper it is, and how much space and color and everything. But that's transparency. And the company cannot say it's a secret, because it's a newspaper. But it's also a newspaper under state control. So one copy of all print in Denmark is going to the state and to the state library and so on. So it involves a lot of laws also about speech freedom, and also if you breach it, you can get in jail. So this newspaper page is a physical thing, and on the internet it's a virtual thing. Now, but it's about the page, and we must Google try to make a very secret, complex structure, I say, but it's about how many hits on the page, how much space to the ad, and how long time on the page, and where on the page. And they have other factors also. But in the end, it is a structure. It is a price-setting structure. And in their company, they can set the price like they want, but they are in competition with a newspaper, physical. But if the price is too high, nobody buys. So they find a little. But this product is without delivering a state evidence, no control. So we know I can buy fake hits. I can buy everything at Google, and everything think it's funny, but it's not. It's out of control. So we have to find a way to control this company. It's not only Google, it's everybody who sells ads on the internet. But Google is out of control. Now, let's take the opposite. A normal stock company with very low internet activity and advertise in the local newspaper. They cannot make these crimes. That's not possible because we have laws. So if they want to if they want to have if the company wants to have influence on the newspaper, it must be more direct corruption. It cannot be done by ad, because everybody can see it. So, and when we also do not have this tax problem. Now, the one element is when Google make an agreement with a company, I call it a manipulation agreement. They agree that something on the actual price should be too high or too low to have an agreement and then have a profit. But it's more complex than that, because all consumers are vulnerable to Google's manipulation, and it's like when you have millions of hits, it become billions of dollars. Too much, because the normal local car dealer who advertise, he pay a little bit too much, but he can do nothing about it. But that's a local manipulation. Now, and it's big money, so he can do nothing. And then we go up and bigger company, and the bigger the company are, the more influence they can have on the manipulation agreement. But you can see the local is about on a hostile manipulation on the price, because we have one evidence, and it costs money to produce an ad, and then we have profit. So we can see what the costs are, and then we can see some very strange price structure, and see what is this? It's about that maybe the most vulnerable is the local advertiser, the local car dealer who want to make an advertisement on the internet. Because it's a small money, but the profit is percent very high, so it's not acceptable. But he can do nothing. Now, I would say if we try to look at how we can prevent this, we can. I'm not finished yet with the search, but I will say one ad in Google's own logistic. They have this computer who make the price, and then they manipulate. But we want a copy of the ad, and we want the price setting on that ad for every single ad on the internet. After 1 year we can delete all. But they say, Facebook say, they are most crazy, all the information on Facebook they own forever. So we do not have a storage problem. I believe. Now, it's not a bad thing, because the Justice Department in USA and EU can go back and look how it is, if we want to. Now, about company secrets, I do not know, but we have this cartel thing, perspective is one, and then we have this new thing about we want to prevent bank too big to fail, and now we have a new development I'm very focused on because it's dangerous. They have this company value paper, financial market and money market to separate them. But it's like they want to, the new laws on bank they want to avoid, and company must help them with that. And we cannot have a global company act like a bank. If it's only on value paper or money, financial market, I do not care. They must do what company must do. Now, it is only possible because this company Google have an internet dominance. That's okay, but it's only possible they turn it around and say Google is too big to close. That's not our goal, to close Google. But they cannot say Google is too big to lose. And they cannot say Google too big to state control. That's against our law. I will try to look at this Google price setting structure manipulation, maybe a little bit more, but we have to be careful, because I think Google play a very dangerous game here. I think they say to the bank body, Google is too big to fail. So you will go, the domino effect, and that's not acceptable. They can not threat United States of America's Justice Department and EU Justice Department. I love you, Jessie. Thank you, Jessie.